Think your real estate agent is telling you everything? Think again. I'm Dean. I'm a realtor in Ottawa, and today I'm giving you the 10 insider secrets that most agents won't tell you about selling your home. So, plus, I've got a bonus tip for anyone thinking about selling by owner. Let's dive in. So, the first one is agents know more than you think. Agents see inside your home, meet your family, understand your priorities. Most agents respect that, but some share information they shouldn't. Choose an agent you trust, someone who keeps your personal info private. Secret two, this one, I love it. So, the third agent rule. There's a saying in real estate: first love, second marriage, third agent. So, the first agent often overprices your property because they want to go in at a high value. Second adjusts. And by the third, sellers just want to sell, right? So, pricing your home correctly from the start is key. Number three, most Ottawa buyers are already working with an agent. They see homes before ads even go live. So, what really sells a home? Professional photos, smart marketing, and a strong network of agents. So, if you have an agent that has been in the Ottawa real estate market for a while, they will be sharing it to a lot of their colleagues. They'll be showing to people that know that they work in those areas, and will be telling them, hey, I got this coming up. Let me know if you have any sellers or buyers that are coming into this area for this property. Secret number four, communication is key. Poor communication is one of the biggest frustrations in real estate, and it's 100% true because most clients that I take on that have already worked with other agents, they say their number one thing is that their last agent didn't communicate enough. Missing emails, calls, opportunities, all these things. How can you be a good agent for somebody if you can't pick up your client's call, let alone how do they know you're picking up calls on the listing itself? So that's always work with somebody that's organized, ideally with a team or a transaction coordinator. So you want to make sure there's somebody behind just the agent themselves. If it's an agent just working on their own, running around, putting the ads up, selling homes, showing homes, putting signs in the ground, doing their paperwork, how are they managing to do things 100%? They're doing everything at 20%, and they're lagging in all those different facets. Whereas somebody, it doesn't have to be a full big team. Sometimes there's teams of 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and it could be one agent with a transaction coordinator with a marketing director that are all working together to make sure that that agent is doing things properly. And maybe the agent's role is just selling homes, listing presentations, and meeting with clients, while the admin staff in the back, the transaction coordinator, is taking care of all the paperwork. The marketing director is doing all the marketing, so social media, MLS, all that stuff, taking care of incoming clients and all that stuff. That's still considered a team to me. And I would say somebody like that, or a large team where they have big coordinators, marketing, directing, paperwork, all that stuff. Those are all big important facets because you can't trust somebody to do 5 different jobs. They can't wear 5 different hats in real estate because just showings alone, you could have 20 showings in a week. And that's potentially 20 hours of driving, let alone going to and from different places. So keep that in mind. Communication is key. Pricing isn't just a number, it's a strategy. This one's secret number 5. List too low or just below a threshold, you'll miss some buyers. List too high, your home sits, right? So this is the old age tip where I've seen some properties come up and they get listed for $1, right? Well, what's happening is they're actually getting missed by a lot of people. People are thinking that they're getting every single buyer because they think that, oh, I'm looking for 600 or below, or I'm looking from 700 below. Well, if there's certain areas that you're looking at and all the listings are crap when they're between 300 to 500,000, what if you're set up on a search that's 500 to 800,000? You're going to miss that home, right? They're listing that home at $1, hoping to get a massive bidding war and get it to the market value. And maybe the market value is 750 or 650, right? Well, if I'm looking at homes between 500 and 800, I'm not seeing that $1 home. I'm seeing everything between 500 and 800,000. So that's that too low mentality. And then same thing too is if a home is worth 650 and you're listed at 499, let's say it's a townhome. So it might not actually work. You're going to miss some buyers that aren't looking between 499 and 550. Maybe they're looking between, hey, I know all the homes below 600 are not what I want. So I want my range is between 600 and 675. I know I'm going to find the perfect homes in that area in my range. And you're going to miss those homes too, right? Now, if you list too high, the home's just going to sit, right? So somebody's looking for homes under 650 or between 500 and 650, listing at 725 is not going to do any good, right? Everybody knows your home is overpriced. There's no need to price it that high. You saying that you're going to negotiate is not going to make a difference. You really need to be priced at market and getting the market value as opposed to hoping for a record-breaking number in a downwards economy. Those two things do not make sense. You're not going to get a record-breaking price in a downwards economy. It just does not happen. So price appropriately and move on and get on to the next property or the next home or the next stage in life. Secret number 6 is open houses are strategic. So this one is open houses can work, but timing is everything. So most serious buyers schedule appointments with an agent. So open houses are best when they serve a purpose, not just for leads. So most agents will do open houses so they get leads. I found open houses to be very successful if we plan for them correctly. So planning for them correctly means setting up an open house. You have to advertise it, right? So you want to advertise it on the Monday or the Tuesday if you're having it on the Sunday or the Saturday. So that way the whole market can see that it's advertised from that for that whole week so that you're getting the most amount of people coming through. Then the other big thing for open houses is you want to have lots of signs out. Directional signs are a big factor in real estate, especially for open houses. And I've found that putting more than 5 to 10 signs can actually make a huge difference, right? So this isn't something that your agent should be doing on the day of. They shouldn't be setting up at 12 to 12:30 for their open house at 2 p.m. Realistically, your open house at 2 p.m. on Sunday, you should be setting up the afternoon, like the day before, right? So you want to be doing canvassing the whole area, making sure you have everything, you have a map printed out on which street you want everything pointed towards, and you want to have the big access points pointing towards your home, right? So you got a main intersection here, you want to have all the signs leading towards the property. Then the other thing too is make it a good environment. Get music going. Make it an easy sign-in sheet, right? So for us, we use an electronic sign-in form as opposed to just writing on scrap pieces of paper. So when our buyers come in or when our open house people come in, all they do is scan a QR code, fill out their information, and off they go. At the same time too, I show up half an hour to an hour early, get some fresh cookies baked, get some refreshments, make it fun. Make it so that people are coming for an experience to see this home and that you're doing your best to show off this home, not just sitting there showing up. You're sitting in there and there's no music playing. There's nobody obviously nobody's going to care to talk to you at the open house, and it's not going to help showcase the home. But when people come in, people are lingering because there's food, there's refreshments, there's a good vibe, everybody's having fun in there. It's going to show the home pretty well, right? They're going to be like, oh, wow, this home there's clearly tons of people interested here because there's a lot of people still in the open house. So be very strategic about open houses. Don't do them just to do them strategically. And that doesn't mean when you put in that much effort into an open house, that doesn't mean you need to do an open house every single weekend. You can do them every second weekend until the home is sold, or every weekend if you're putting in that much effort. But it's hard to also replicate that effort because it does take a lot of time and energy. So be strategic. Secret number 7, don't be fooled by social media. Just because an agent looks experienced on Instagram or TikTok doesn't mean they actually are. So you want to check their sales history. Ask them to show you, hey, have you sold homes in this neighborhood previously? How many years in business are you? And what's your local expertise? Did you just move to Ottawa? Do you know what's happening in the Ottawa market? How long have you lived here? What do you know about the different neighborhoods? Ask these different things so you're dealing with a market expert. Secret number 8, be careful of agents who overprice. So some agents overprice to win the listing, and this is the wrong way to go about it. Some agents will just tell you what you want to hear. They can get your business and hope that they sell it. And the best agents will prioritize selling your home quickly for the right price, even if it means less in commission. And that's really what you want to be dealing with, right? If somebody's telling you, hey, your home is worth less, they're getting paid less to say that, right? So why would they do that? Because they know it's the realistic price. Don't go with somebody, hey, I think my home's worth $750. Sure, no problem. We'll put it up for $750. That is the agent you want to avoid. You want to be dealing with somebody, you want $750. That's fine. I get it. This is the last comparable sales. $710, $715, $705. We should be listing in that range. These are exactly comparable homes to yours. We should not be listing at $750. That's a recipe for disaster. And we will most likely not be getting a lot of traction. That's the agent one you want to be dealing with. Mr. 750 here agrees with you all day long. 2 weeks later, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Client, I would like to ask for a price drop. Why is that? Well, the home is not selling. We need to drop the price. Why? Well, it's not selling and we overpriced it, right? So you could have avoided that. You could have probably had an offer done in the first 2 weeks as opposed to getting a price drop in the first 2 weeks. That's a big one. Secret number 9, FSBO. So first sale by owner can be tempting, but professional photos and correct pricing are critical. So if you're going to do a first sale by owner, by all means do it. You might save some money. Typically 95% of first sale by owners end up selling with an agent eventually because it just didn't work out. Watch out for agents claiming I have a buyer. I always ask for proof before trusting them. So make sure if you're for sale by owner, and somebody reaches out to you that they're an agent and say they have a buyer, make sure you ask them, is that buyer signed with you on a buyer representation agreement? Have you been working with them for a long time, or is this the first time you're showing them this home? So it's tricky for sale by owner. If you've done it in the past, great, and you've had a good experience, fantastic. But if it's your first time and you're just looking to save some money, it actually might be more grief than it will be success. And bonus time. So number 10, bonus secret, if your listing expired or you're a for sale by owner, vet agents carefully. So you just went through an agent, your listing expired, now you're looking for a new agent. Now it's time to readjust. So your first agent didn't work out. Now you got to go on, ask, go interview 3 different agents. There's lots of different websites. You can Google best agents in Ottawa agents. You can look on, if you have social media, you've been following a few agents, get them to come in and give you a market evaluation, get them to give you a free consultation on selling your home. And that's really the big part is making sure you go through a couple of different agents so you know who you're dealing with and you're in the best person, in business with the best person that fits what you're looking for. Now, these are my 10 secrets to Ottawa agents that won't tell you. Sorry. Those are my 10 secrets Ottawa agents won't tell you. If you wanted to be selling your home or you want to know what our plan is or our strategic plan or our marketing plan is, we have a seller guide that you can download. I'll put the link to that below. You can access that or join me on my real estate journey. If you guys have any questions, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you and have a good day.